This is one where I think they arrested the wrong guy.
Wait, did you hear that? Someone's getting released because they arrested the wrong guy. Not just a movie plot, this is real life. And the nightmare doesn't end when the cell door opens. The system doesn't say oops and move on. It leaves a legal mess you have to clean up.
That someone's being released because they arrested the wrong person. Classic case of mistaken identity. And yes, it's as legally messy as it sounds. Ever wonder how often this actually happens? Spoiler, more than you'd think. Comment below if you know someone with a name twin who's caused legal confusion.
Jurisdiction, that's the judge, or it could be the prosecutor assigned to the case, saying that this is my face attached to this government name, I have a different FBI number, whatever they want to pick. I don't care. But, you know, because it's the same date of birth, so that's going to be irrelevant for the non-11.
How do you know? Did you do
Tattoos and FBI number and mugshots.
Okay.
It's a common name, and I
Yes,
guess
it's a very common name.
I guess common-ish date of birth.
Ish? Or the same date?
Legal insight. Filing a nolli prosequi, aka a formal abandonment of charges, isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. It means prosecutors won't pursue the case right now, but the incident can still haunt you unless it's fully expunged. Bureaucracy, anyone.
Disappear. The burden's now on him to prove he's not the guy. All because someone else with the same name and birthday committed a crime. You can feel the legal system creaking under the weight of its own bureaucracy, can't you?
Unusual.
Yeah, I would say so. So you're definitely going to file a nollie now?
I already filed the dismissal.
Okay. So where is it that he goes? I don't remember.
Where is it that he goes?
To get that letter?
Jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's the thing. I
Oh, but
think,
where? I don't even remember.
Illinois. Wait, sorry?
Oh yeah, that's where he's from.
That's where he had to get it from.
So he's gonna have to go up there.
Right.
Where though? Is it at
Will County?
is it at a sheriff's office or?
No, it's gonna have to be by the court or the prosecutor, because they're the ones attached to the case that they're going for. Because ultimately, it's the warrant, and if the warrant's recalled, it makes it all irrelevant. But
Morning, Mr. Martinez. You have a very common.
Audience check. How would you feel if your name alone could get you cuffed? This guy didn't just have bad luck, he's up against a system that struggles to tell one Ricardo Martinez from another. What would you change to fix that? Drop your solutions
Police
below.
will knock on your door. Again, this isn't just a clerical error. It's a recurring nightmare. Let's talk solutions. What would you do to fix a system that confuses innocent people for criminals?
There's an unfortunately, there is someone wanted in that jurisdiction that has your name. And you see now that you've been wrongly arrested.
Okay.
Audience check. How would you feel if your name alone could get you cuffed? This guy didn't just have bad luck, he's up against a system that struggles to tell one Ricardo Martinez from another. What would you change to fix that? Drop your solutions below.
In 2025, you can DoorDash a burrito with facial ID, but law enforcement can't confirm a face across jurisdictions? Wild.
The fear is that this continues. So I don't know what there are methods out there. Mr. Kim, you say there's a letter that he get. What we're gonna do is I cannot give you legal advice. But I'm going to have we've appointed a representative that we tell you how you can take care of this so that it doesn't happen again. We're going to process you out. You should be out within hopefully the next 4 to 6 hours. Hopefully the next 4 to 6 hours. Ricardo will tell you how to go about getting a letter. How to go about getting a letter happen again. So that this doesn't happen again. Do you have any questions? Did you want to add anything? Ricardo?
Let's say judge, let's say bad situation, bad situation.
Mistakes have been made. I don't know And I don't know the arresting officer. I don't understand why they wouldn't deeper dive.
Well, when they're on the field, and it's obviously interesting in the evening, us being one of the few agencies, us being one of the few agencies, is that they can only confirm my teletype, they can only whatever my teletype for whatever division is, and so division is, and so with the name and date of birth, most commonly that should narrow it down, but that should narrow it down, but because you can't take or you can't send, because you can't take or you can't send
mobile
for that when they get processed in, but that for that when they get processed in, but that only again the same name and date or again the same name and date of birth, but demand jurisdiction with the demand because the teletypes
Here's the twist. A 17-year-old pulls a gun to defend his brother. Hero or criminal morally justified, legally questionable, and that blurry line is where real drama and debate lives. What would you have done?
Sure, but the majority of the way they're sent by teletype, again, can't be thumbprint in a teletype. So even a teletype. So even a thumbprint. So there's no way
The thumbprint should be able to verify who they have.
Now let's unpack this. A 17-year-old pulls a gun to protect his brothers. He's arrested. But is that unlawful or heroic? This is where the law collides with ethics. And the grey area is wide. Sound off in the comments. Would you have done the same?
The correct date of birth,
But
mug shots.
that only corresponds to the warrant for the demanding jurisdiction if they have something to match it against. So that's the issue is, yes, we can pull it up on our side, but it's the same way even for our parole violations.
Mic drop
is
moment. The
they
law
can't
he's
check
charged under
on
multiple
scene,
courts have
especially
already
at
ruled
1
it
p.m. That's
unconstitutional. Yet here we are still charging kids under it. How do zombie laws like this keep walking? Who's responsible for cleaning up this mess?
Mr. Martinez.
Thank you.
I think we still need to approach on a different one from Mr. Diaz. We'll approach soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna just call their main line since the sergeant's not getting back to me. In a second.
Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
That's a stack of court rulings declaring this law unconstitutional. Fifth Circuit, Federal Court, you name it. So why are people still being charged under it? This is how bad laws outlive their welcome, and innocent people pay the price.
Used against you. Shh. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 5th, 2025, the officer responded to a suspicious person with a weapon on 5900 Gulf Freeway. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was 17 years old. The defendant advised he was inside Jack in the Box while brothers were selling waters outside. The defendant saw a male rushing at his brothers with a knife, pulled out his gun, and pointed it at the male while telling his brothers to run. The officer performed a search on the defendant, locating a 9mm Glock 19, and the defendant advised he bought the gun from a friend for $150.
I mean,
Yes, Judge. In this case, the officer was going off the fact that he performed the search because he indicated there was a firearm. So
he's going to the defense of others.
yes, Judge.
It's another person.
And it's just the way this is pled is because he's underage. He's below the age of 21. That's the way it's pled, Your Honor.
You hear this?
Hold on, I'm gonna go yell at somebody. Hold on.
Hi, Judge. Is this young man charged with unlawful carrying of possession for being under 21?
Correct.
Hold on, I've got a kit. Here's the GPS
But I'm
memo.
more concerned about the defense of others. Did you hear it? I mean,
No, hold on.
hold on a second.
Here's GPS.
Let me give you a lawyer, Mr.
Yeah. Oh, I volunteer. I volunteer representing. Yeah,
Give me a record, can you fill that out? please?
I will do that. But here's a GPS memo saying that it's
Hold on a second.
unconstitutional.
You know, representative gentleman?
Oh, hell yes. Here's the Fifth Circuit saying that it's unconstitutional. Here is the United States District Court, Northern District, saying it's unconstitutional. Here's a motion to quash information. I'll just cross out the name.
Great job.
Yeah, I had to get in this fight yesterday and I'm teed up.
Here you go, Mr. Tito.
Thank you.
Judge.
I was gonna,
Christine?
yeah, look, you gotta be very careful, you know, God forbid something happens where you really dig yourself a hole. I'm gonna find no probable cause, but really, you have to be very careful. You know, sometimes you make a decision in life and it can really have consequences, all right? You know what that means, right? Are you in school? It all starts with school, man. You got to get back into school. This is not a good way to go through life at 7. The more schooling you have, the more money you're going to make. Knowledge is power, my friend. Do it. Make something. Make me proud. Please.
Yeah,